Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Now, obviously, this is being made the day after. I usually do this on the day of launch, but I was working all day yesterday, so I couldn't cover it. So this is being covered the day after. There was a new patch here in mid-October for Heroes that has added another new hero to the roster, another melee assassin, and he is a character that I just recently got familiar with due to my playthroughs that I have been doing of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos and the Frozen Throne. I'm currently uploading the Frozen Throne, and I encountered this character in the Frozen Throne, and that is Samuro, a Blade Master. Samuro, the last remaining Blade Master to wear the banner of the Burning Blade clan, is on a warrior's pilgrimage in search of vengeance and redemption for his fallen clan. It will be a long journey, but he has sworn an oath to restore his clan's honor. So yes, he is an orc. It's part of the Horde, part of the Burning Blade clan, as you can see on that banner that he wears on his back there. You encounter him in the bonus campaign from the Frozen Throne as Rexar. And, as I was playing that, and you guys will see that when I eventually load that part to the channel of the Frozen Throne campaign, I was looking at his abilities, and I had just heard that they had recently announced that he was going to be added to this game, and his abilities are very much like how it was in the Frozen Throne. So this is, first let's take a look at his skins. This is, of course, his default look here, with the pants and the big sword there. Pretty cool with the I love the sandals. These are his color tints here. Here's a cool thing. The banner changes. So, obviously he looks different, but so does the banner there. And then this one here, kind of silver. Look at the banner there. That looks cool. This is his master skin. I think that looks absolutely awesome. He looks like a full samurai, which is wonderful. I love samurai. He's got double banner there. Look at that. Two banners. He's got the Burning Blade and the symbol of the Horde. Loktar. When he changes here, still Burning Blade and Horde, but color changes. And then here, full on yellow, kind of yellow gold here, and still both the Burning Blade and the Horde, which is wonderful. I would love to get that master skin. This is his alternate skin called Hellblade Samuro, kind of an evil version, similar to the evil Thrall skin that you can get here. There's that banner there. I'm not really sure what that symbol represents. His blade kind of looks like a fell blade, as if he's like working for the Burning Legion, kind of, or like an evil faction in World of Warcraft. This is his alternate. This is an alternate color tint here for it, where he's got green skin now. It's like he's a corrupted orc. And then the last one here, look at that symbol there, and look at the sword. Just really cool. So what are his abilities like? What is he like? Well, he is a melee assassin, and he's listed at hard. His Q is Mirror Image. He creates two mirror images of himself that deal 30% of your damage and have 50% of your current health. Images last up to 16 seconds, and only two can be active at any one time. His W is Critical Strike, which has a 8-second cooldown. By the way, he doesn't have mana or a resource. All he has is health, which means if you wanted, you could spam his abilities without having to worry about mana, but you don't necessarily want to spam his abilities. I'll show you what I mean. Your next basic attack within 8 seconds will be a Critical Strike, dealing 50% increased damage. This also applies to images and does not break Windwalk. You and your images deal a Critical Strike on every 4th basic attack. That's part of his kit. It's pretty cool. His E is Windwalk. Enter Stealth for up to 8 seconds or until you attack, use an ability, or take damage. While Stealth, your movement speed is increased by 30% and you can pass through other units. Damage taken within the first second will not break Windwalk. Advancing Strikes is his passive. His trait, basic attacks against enemy heroes, increases your movement speed by 25% for 2 seconds. So if you have this going, you'll be able to pursue people trying to get away and finish them off. I mean, it's pretty nice. Obviously, the big issue with him, even though that means he'd be able to do quite a bit of damage one-on-one against certain people, he does lack in the survivability, sustainability department, and he is also very squishy. I mean, you'll see what I mean once we do the match. His two heroics. His first is Blade Storm becomes unstoppable an unstoppable whirlwind of death, dealing 250 damage per second to nearby enemies for 4 seconds. It doesn't make him invulnerable, it makes him unstoppable. So he can still take damage while he is doing this, but, nothing can stop, what he's doing. So, but he can still get killed with the right attacks. But you can move while you're doing this, which is great. So if you want to chase someone with this, you can. Illusion Master. This is a heroic that kind of makes him become like the Lost Vikings, which obviously that means this one will not be meant for me due to my horrible skill of play with the Lost Vikings and my micromanagement. Switch places with the target mirror image. You can control mirror images separately or as a group, and they deal an additional 20% of your damage. So yeah, I will definitely be using Blade Storm. Illusion Master is without question a pretty nice, build to go with, and pretty handy to have. But it's meant for those who are extremely skilled at micromanaging. Like, if you're a great Lost Vikings player, you're probably going to love Illusion Master. But for those of us who are not good at micro like me, I'm going to be sticking with Blade Storm. So, his talent tree, let's see. Well, to start off, he has a couple of quests. Way of the Illusion. Every time one of your images quickly strikes a hero, gain 0.5 attack damage up to 20. After hitting 40 heroes, gain additional 20 attack damage. And Way of the Wind, attacking hero from Windwalk, increases the movement speed bonus of Windwalk by 1.25% up to 25%. After hitting 20 heroes, the duration of Windwalk can be broken by damage is increased to 2.5 seconds. Not really worth it to me. Whereas Way of the Blade, critical strikes now happens on every third basic attack and deals an additional 25% of your basic attack damage. This is probably going to be the one I want to go with. I tried this out, it was nice, but I like this, that it will happen more often, which is pretty handy to have. Level 4, Mirror Image can grant a spell block. You can take less damage while windwalking. Your passive, Advancing Strikes, reduce incoming attacks. You take 25% reduced damage from hero basic attacks. That's going to be really handy to have if you're trying to do this against basic attack heroes like Vala or Tychus, people like that. Here you can buff up your critical strikes. Burning Blade. Critical strikes will damage nearby enemies. Unleashes a burst of flame, dealing an additional 65% of your basic attack damage to the target and nearby enemies. So this will be handy, I guess, against waves of minions, if you want to go with that, for area of effect damage. Phantom Pain, critical strikes deal an additional 40% of your basic attack damage for each image that you have active. That's only mainly going to be if you are going for the complete illusion build. Crushing Blows. Critical Strike now has 2 charges, and critical strikes deal an additional 25% of your basic attack damage, so you're increasing it even more. So that's pretty nice, and you get an extra charge, so you can be able to do critical strikes even more often now. Level 10, Blade Storm. Level 13, basic attacks reduce against heroes reduce the cooldown of Mirror Image by 1 second, so if you want to keep using that, you'll be able to do so, which they can be pretty handy to have against waves of enemies. And of course, they can. I love that they can just go attack on their own, so it's a nice way to like draw attention away from yourself and just to your mirror images. Windwalk creates an image at your location that will continue whatever you are doing. Windwalk teleports you a short distance in the direction that you're currently facing. So it becomes kind of like Zeratul Blink, except it doesn't have as much range. You can teleport through walls and such with this though, but it has a very short range. So don't be thinking that, oh, I can use it just like Zeratul. No, you can't. I'm letting you know right now, it doesn't work as well as Zeratul's Blink. You try that in a match, you will die. Okay? Just letting you know right now. Alright, 16. Merciless Strikes. Basic attacks against slowed, rooted, or stunned targets are always critical strikes. So, I mean, that's only going to be something you should take if you're playing with a team that has roots, slows, or stuns. So only take this if you have a team that is full of that. Because then, obviously, you know that's going to happen on an occasional basis. Harsh Winds. Attacking a hero from Windwalk causes them to take 30% increased damage from you and your images for 3 seconds. I mean, that's only if you're going to be able to utilize Windwalk in that capacity. But here's the one I like. Press the attack. While Advancing Strikes is active, basic attacks increase your attack speed by 15% up to 60%. So while you're doing this, you'll be able to just keep attacking faster and faster, which is going to be insane. I would showcase this if I was in try mode right now. And at level 20, you can buff the Blade Storm, where your images will use Blade Storm when you do. So if you activate your mirror images and then use Blade Storm, they'll be able to do the same thing. If you want to buff your images gain an additional 50% of your health and last up to 32 seconds. Like I said, then you'll be able to use Samuro like the Lost Vikings. Here's one for Windwalk. Windwalk's cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds, so I guess if you want to utilize that, that'll be the way to go. But here's something I like. Blade Master's Pursuit. Advancing strikes grants an additional 50% bonus movement speed, and its duration is increased by 2 seconds. So, the potential for combining this is that you'll be able to move faster than when you're on a mount. I'm not kidding. I saw it. I saw it in action. It was insane. So, now, of course, this is all dependent on whether or not you're going to be alive long enough, because, as I said, he's pretty squishy. I'll even probably try and show that to you in the match here. So let's go ahead and get into a match against AI so we can take a look at Samuro in action. Oh joy, it's my least favorite map. I was hoping I'd get the newest map here to show that to you, because I haven't shown that to you guys yet, the Warhead Junction map. I mean, as a StarCraft fan, I love the map. There are some issues with the map, though, although I will say it's great for specialists. Like, I love playing Gazlo on that new map. There's so many mercenary camps that, I've played Gazlo on that map in ranked, where I've just gone around and gotten the camps. I've been able to solo the bosses on that map, and it can make a big difference. And of course, with the nukes and such, you'll be able to pick up regen globes each time.
Heroes.
So,
we shall strike fear into the hearts of our enemies.
But if you're wondering why I'm not fond of this map, it's a unique map because, of course, it doesn't require you to be able to rush the core, take down everything and then be able to strategize to take it down and rush it and take down the core. It lets you be able to exploit the map with comps that you usually would not choose or utilize. I've seen this multiple times in ranked play. Well, they will take certain specialists, and all the specialists will do will take down the forts, because once you take down these forts, it's over. You have the advantage, and then it starts bombarding the core. That's never the case in the other maps. So it just feels like the map is suited where you can exploit it with very odd and unusual comps that you otherwise would not make or have, Alright, so I obviously took away the blade. So let's see how it is in action here. There are the mirror images, there they go. Get Medivh! Alright, so character. As you can see, he only has 1,820 health to start with, and a 3.79 regen per second, which is not that much at all. I mean, you see this, and it's like, actually, does this change when I get mounted? Yeah, 130%. Okay.
Agreed.
Got a Tracer here helping me out. Oh, man. There we go. Oh, get him, mirror images. So, see? They do very little damage, 31, and then 55 for critical strike.
Rise from the depths.
But it does count for my damage, though.
I will redeem my
Of course, I'm playing with AI here, so this is going to be interesting. Alright, so, of course, I'm going to take Deflection.
As you command.
I really like being able to buff the passive. Take that, Medivh.
A good kill.
Oh, Nova! Haha, silly AI Nova.
Keeper, know my power.
And now my mirror images will go and help with the lane.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Keeper's core.
Enough of this charade. Oh, and by the way, this also makes them very useful to get camps. The mirror images really do help out when it comes to soloing a camp. And just soloing a lane in general. Clearing waves. So, like, I can go here. Start attacking these guys. And my mirror images will help draw attention, but also attack the camp. Of course, my AI teammates will respond to help take down these mercenary camps. Get you, Nova. Alright, and crushing blows. Of course, those are gonna draw attention. Ah, mirror image. Get away. Because I'm hurt. Huh, interesting that you could hear the heartbeat. Of course, my AI teammate Nazebo escorting those minions. Let's go help out mid lane against Alarak.
The altars will rise shortly, heroes. Be ready. You must capture them quickly.
Let's go down here and help out. I see you, Stitches.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name.
Got you, Ariel.
Double kill.
There go my mirror images.
The altar is ours. Fire upon the great.
We got you, Nova. We got you, Nova. You ran right into the fort. Ha ha.
Killing spree.
Yeah, you tell him, Tracer. Alright, 10. Gonna go Blade Storm. Let's go work on top lane now. Because this minion wave is getting kind of big. It'll help clear this lane.
This realm, Titan.
So just show you what it's like. Unstoppable!
I love this part.
My wounds, thank you. That's what I heard him say.
Tower is
What is going on up here?
As it should be.
Ghost lumberjacks working on wood?
We hold.
I haven't really looked around. See what's going around the map.
Commence bombardment.
It's happening all over the place.
You had better hurry.
Oh, see, my AI teammates completely dominated, taking all the forts. So this may end up being shorter than I kind of wanted it to be. Well, you guys are getting the general idea.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the gravekeepers grow. Yes.
Go down here and see if I can catch Oreo.
The gravekeeper has taken your
Got her.
doom to the gravekeeper. Death to all who serve the gravekeeper. Your powers will be mine, gravekeeper, like all the others.
Huh. Trying to go after Nova here. I got you, Stitches! I got you, Stitches! Yeah! Ah, with water. Alright, I'm actually gonna go with Mirrored Steel, so I can use them more often because depending on how the match is going, like especially if you want to utilize them to help clear waves and things like that, that's what they're one of the things that they're really good for. They're trying to take that one back when they should be trying to take this one back because it's such low health. But then again, this is AI. Oh, there we go. Now they're trying to do it.
This tower shall serve the Raven Lord. A tower has been lost. It is near.
That may end up getting taken down now. Yep, there we go. That's okay. We take one of these and it's done.
The Gravekeeper claims another tower.
He's gonna just try and take that one, isn't he? Trying to open it up. Oh, hi, Nova.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper. I say.
Take that, Nova. Oh, Nashimo got it.
Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
Blade Master. Oh.
Victory.
Hallow's End is here.
MVP.
Oh, and by the way, they've added a function where now you can exit this early. If you don't want to bother with the accommodations thing, you can actually go ahead and exit it. They've actually made it where it actually lasts longer, but you have the option to leave it earlier. And as you can see, you know, I'm already level 4. That's because I did play a couple of training matches last night to try it out, see what he was like. So, more siege damage, not that much hero damage, honestly. But then again, I mean, I'm telling you guys, the potential is there. It may not show here, but you could see it. And you could see the potential for it late game, that it could be really strong. So yeah, they've added some things here in this patch. They added this thing here to be able to see the different bonuses that you can get depending on what you're doing. You can now get extra 25% experience by playing in Hero League. And of course, look at the amount of extra bonus you get if you have more teammates with you. You know, actual people playing alongside you. The amount of extra bonus experience that you can get. Pretty nice. You can get now a first win of the day bonus, just like in StarCraft. And of course, they did add a brand new mode, but I'll be taking a look. You know, I'll showing you that in a separate video. They made it now where, depending on who you're. By the way, yes, I'm Gold 3 now. I'm very happy I was able to get that, and it's because of this guy, Kael'thas. He's been a huge reason why. But now, it doesn't just show the base image. Now it shows whatever skin you currently have equipped. So this is the skin I currently have equipped, which is his master skin with the colored tint I chose. So now that will display there, which is wonderful. So let's see, what else did they add here? I'm trying to see if they added anything else. Oh, and they did make it where it shows the image of the heroes that you won. As you can see here, this is when I tried the brawl, a couple times last night. So that is Samuro, and as you can see, high estimated wait time in a quick match. It's like 200 seconds because everyone wants to try him out, and I don't blame him. I can see that this is going to be a guy that a lot of people are going to really fall in love with. Various different ways to play him, and I can see him being a lot of fun to play. Of course, the fact that he is a straight-up melee assassin, doesn't have mana or any resource, just health, but super squishy and has very low health regeneration. It's going to be interesting to see how he is embraced by the community, including in competitive ranked play. So, who knows? I may even show a video on how it's going in Season 2 of HOTS ranked play. But that is Samuro, everyone, and we'll be taking a look. I don't know who the next hero is that's going to be added to the roster. I don't think they've announced that yet. In the latest in development video, all they had was Samuro, and then they had a bunch of other skins. Some of the skins were pretty cool, but the skins don't necessarily excite me that much, especially if they're heroes. For all these guys that I have master skins for, why would I want to get alternate skins when I've got the master skins? I worked hard for those master skins. I want to show them off. So, I'm hoping that whoever, and I think that maybe they might, that in a couple weeks when I go to BlizzCon, they'll probably, announce who the next maybe few heroes are going to be added to the roster. That's what they did with Greymane, Lunara, and Cho'Gall. So that may be the case. So whoever it is next, I will see you guys then.